Hey everyone, and welcome back to The Explainer. So look, if you are all about staying fit, staying healthy, and just looking your absolute best, you are in exactly the right place today. We're going to be talking about a completely wild, super surprising truth regarding your nightly routine. I mean, think about it. We put so much effort into our workouts and our diets, right? But what if I told you that your sleep habits are actively altering your facial structure? Yeah, it is actually true. Every single night while you're just catching some Z's, your face shape is literally changing.
Okay, I want you to do something for me right now. Just mentally reflect on your face, or honestly, go grab a mirror or pull up your phone camera. When you look really closely, do you notice that one cheek maybe looks just a little bit fuller than the other? Or maybe one side of your jawline looks a tiny bit softer? Or you've got one eye that's always slightly puffier in the mornings? We all have these tiny asymmetries, and we usually just brush them off as totally normal.
And you're probably blaming the usual suspects, right? We all do. We think, oh, it's just natural aging, it's my genetics, or maybe a little bit of weight gain. But you can actually cross those off the list right now. The real culprit behind this uneven widening and puffiness is something you do every single night. It's this hidden habit you probably aren't even aware is happening.
Okay, let's dive into this. 2,900. What is that? That number represents the massive amount of hours of literal physical pressure applied directly to your face every single year while you lie unconscious. You spend a third of your entire life lying down, which is roughly 7 to 8 hours a night. Guys, that is a massive amount of time for a physical force to be just constantly working on your delicate facial structure.
So while you are totally knocked out, your pillow is slowly and silently reshaping your face. It's widening it, swelling it, and actually pressing permanent creases right into your skin. Dermatologists have actually been documenting this phenomenon all the way back to 1975. They call them sleep lines. These are wrinkles formed entirely from facial compression during sleep. Not from aging, not from sun damage, but from your pillow. And because most people favor sleeping on one specific side, these lines and that structural flattening are almost always way worse on one side of your face.
And this brilliantly illustrates the scope of the problem. When we look at this breakdown of how people actually sleep, a massive 40% of people are side sleepers. And honestly, most of them don't even realize they do it. Meanwhile, about 7% of people are stomach sleepers. And depending on which of these categories you fall into, the physical impact on your face is drastically different.
Let's actually contrast the damage here. If you are a side sleeper, you are essentially pushing your entire cheekbone, your cheek tissue, and your jaw against the pillow for 8 straight hours. Night after night, this pressure literally flattens the compressed side of your face while pushing the soft tissue of the opposite side outward. So it's making your face widen unevenly. Now, if you're a stomach sleeper, oh boy, it is the worst position possible. You are pressing your entire face straight down into the mattress. The weight of your head flattens your nose, pushes both cheeks outward, and traps fluid right in your eye area all night long.
And guys, this isn't just a temporary morning issue that fades after a cup of coffee. The skin folds created by this intense pillow pressure literally become permanent sleep wrinkles. They won't disappear with your expensive skincare routines, they completely defy Botox, and fillers cannot fix them. In fact, cosmetic surgeons will explicitly tell their patients they have to stop side and stomach sleeping because 8 hours of pillow pressure will just completely ruin those super expensive procedures.
But here's the crazy part. Head position is only half the battle. Now we have to transition to this hidden factor that almost nobody talks about, yet it is absolutely crucial for your face shape. It's not just how your head hits the pillow. It's how you breathe. So ask yourself, are you breathing through your nose or your mouth?
Mouth breathing is honestly one of the most underrated causes of a wide, puffy face. In the medical world, there's actually a condition called adenoid facies. This is the literal face of chronic mouth breathing. Research shows that when you breathe through your mouth at night, it physically alters the shape of your face over time. It leads to a much wider, rounder, and even longer lower face.
So the absolutely crucial point here is understanding why this happens. See, your tongue is actually the strongest muscle in your mouth, and its natural job is to brace your facial structure from the inside by resting securely against the roof of your mouth. But when you mouth breathe, your tongue drops down to the floor of your mouth. Suddenly, your cheek muscles weaken. The roof of your mouth actually narrows, and with literally nothing holding your cheekbones and jawline up from within, your lower face just sags outward. Hello, double chin and wider cheeks.
And if that wasn't enough to worry about, we have to talk about gravity. 1. That is how many liters of fluid shift from your legs and ankles straight up into your head and face overnight when you lie flat. 1 whole liter.
See, during deep sleep, your body's lymphatic drainage system naturally slows down. So that entire liter of fluid just stays trapped right there in the tissues under your eyes and around your cheeks. If you sleep on a completely flat pillow or on your stomach, this fluid pooling gets intensely worse. So that wider, super puffy face staring back at you in the bathroom mirror at 7 a.m., that is not your real face. That is your face plus 1 liter of trapped fluid.
All right, the 5-minute fix. Reverse the damage. Let's move on and see how this all builds into an actual, empowering solution.
Here is your super simple 5-step nightly fix. By following this routine, you are going to actively stop the uneven widening, prevent that facial flattening, and truly take back control of your facial structure. Let's break it down.
Step 1 is the single most powerful change you can make: sleep on your back. This means absolutely zero facial compression, no flattened cheeks, no sleep wrinkles. Now, to train yourself to actually do this, build a simple pillow barrier on each side of your body, kind of from your shoulders down to your hips. Within 2 weeks, you'll be a natural back sleeper. Then, step 2, elevate your head about 15 degrees with a slightly higher pillow. This puts gravity on your side, keeping that 1 liter of fluid down in your body so you wake up with a visibly slimmer, much less puffy face.
Step 3 addresses exactly how you breathe. You absolutely need to breathe through your nose at night. The absolute most effective method for this is using a small piece of medical mouth tape placed vertically right across your lips. This forces nasal breathing, it locks your jaw and your tongue in their correct places to prevent that face-widening drop we talked about, and as a huge bonus, nasal breathing produces nitric oxide, which increases your blood's oxygen absorption by up to 15%. It's a total game changer.
Now, what's really interesting about this next step is the exercise itself. If tape is just a bit too much for you right now, or even if you use it, step 4 is a conscious exercise, the tongue reset. Right before you go to sleep, press your entire tongue totally flat to the roof of your mouth. Hold it there for 30 seconds while breathing deeply through your nose. Then swallow, keeping your tongue up, and repeat this 3 times. You are actively training your internal facial support to keep your face narrow, defined, and lifted all night long.
And finally, step 5 is for the morning. Before you even check your phone or scroll social media, do this 30-second morning face drain. Gently press your fingertips on your collarbones, work your way up the sides of your neck to right under your jaw, and then glide up your cheeks toward your ears. Repeat this 5 times. You are manually pushing that pooled overnight fluid right out of your face and down into your lymphatic system. You will literally see a difference in your face width in under a minute. So I am officially issuing you a challenge right now. Take a front-facing photo of yourself today. Make sure it's the same lighting, same exact angle. Follow this exact 5-step routine for the next 2 weeks, and then take another photo to compare. I want you to see the incredible difference with your own eyes because it really works.
I want to leave you with this incredibly powerful truth from our source material today. Your face shape is not fixed. It is not purely just genetics. You are physically reshaping your face every single night, either for the worse or for the better. The choice happens while you're asleep, so it might as well make it the right one, right?
It is totally wild to think that our resting hours are actively sculpting our waking appearance. So be honest, what position were you sleeping in before watching this, and are you willing to change it starting tonight? Let me know down in the comments below. I read every single one of them. And hey, make sure you're subscribed to the channel because in our next explainer, we are covering the secret walking fix that actually changes your leg shape, and you absolutely won't want to miss that. Stay fit, stay healthy, and I'll see you guys next time.